Hey y'all, Stone Coyote here. Doing a little devlog of something a bit different than normal. In this case, I'm touching up on an older game of mine, Hashie. I don't think I did many devlogs for Hashie, to be honest, if any. So, I'm doing a pretty significant little upgrade here. And I'm upgrading the habitat mostly. I've been working on a system that allows for multiple hashes to freeze, apparently. What was that? Okay, here we go. See, there can be multiple hashes now. That's still a work in progress. But now do I have a content browser? No, I don't. Okay. So, how do I do that again? This. Yep, here it is. Okay. So, in the habitat, this is gonna end up being a little more organized after this, too. We're gonna start biome habitats. And not everyone knows what a biome is, I suppose. It's basically the climate in which a region exists. So, like, prairie. And desert. High desert. I live in a high desert, that's why I make the distinction. Cave. Garage. Okay. Forest. Foothills. Tropical forest. And to give an idea of the kind of areas these are, a low desert is good old sand, occasional shrubs, some cactuses, bit of rock. It's a very unfortunate place to live. Think like the Sahara. A high desert, or Arizona, shoot. A high desert is sort of like New Mexico sort of area. Some trees, a little bit more water, a little bit more rain, little bit cooler, some grass, that kind of stuff. Shrubberies. High desert is the kind of thing that, well, something between a high desert and a foothills is the sort of thing that you're going to build for a leopard gecko. Let's see, a garage is a garage. A low desert is something you'd build for a bearded dragon. Prairie is something you are going to build for, like, a turtle. A tortoise, sorry. A lot of grass, not a lot of hills, not a lot of trees or anything. Prairie's a more difficult habitat for hashies to survive in. Like I said, a garage is a garage. Well, it's simulating a garage in a smaller space, so it's going to have, like, concrete and shelves, very low light, very low airflow. Forest is your classic trees and mushrooms, that kind of thing. Pine needles are going to be most of the substrate with soil and stuff. The substrate is going to matter a lot to the type of hashie you can grow or nurture. Like a really, really sticky Hashie isn't going to do really good in the forest because it's going to attract all the crap from the ground. High desert has a lot of clay generally in the substrate. So, like, white Hashies are going to stain there, maybe, something like that. Foothills is basically like the mix of a forest and a high desert. It's a lot rockier than either of them, but bigger, taller trees, not a lot of humidity. And a cave is a cave. If you don't know what a cave is, you've been living in a cave. Okay. Anyway, so we got all these. The easiest way to do this is to just copy this. Biome base. Alright, so we then copy the biome based. Let's go to my kind of region, because this is what I know best. Copy here. Oops. And it's probably best to put an underscore here. Desert. Oh, okay. So in the high desert, let's see. And again, a high desert is basically how a leopard gecko would be set up traditionally. Although we've been that's a whole nother debate. Like leopard gecko keepers have been moving to a more of a foothills sort of thing, which will probably be the next thing I do. Anyways, high desert. So, what is a high desert? The ground is generally a sand clay mix, heavy in clay. So, that means we need a habitat guide of sorts, don't we? Habitat manager, what are you doing? Oh, look at all this stuff. I see no reason. I don't want to mess with manager we have in because I didn't program that part of it exactly. That's the lead coders realm, which means yep, which means I don't have that at all yet. Well, that's okay. Blueprint, biome. Base. Bloop. This guy doesn't need any of this crap, probably. It'll never be overlapped. And I probably don't want it ticking, but... Alrighty. Let's just go ahead and close this, and this, and this. This for now. And this. Okay. So we have structs. Okay. struct. Habitat conditions. Sure, okay. Let the players name it. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. What else will it need? It needs airflow. This is just going to be a float percent. It needs relative humidity, float percent, air temperature, float percent, or float degrees. Okay, make sure. These should all be save game. I don't know what that actually does, but so far I've never seen it harm anything by being turned on for default or for values you want to save. Whatever default's okay, good. Name, airflow, relative humidity, air temperature. Okay. Substrate type will make this a gameplay tag. Okay. Substrate moisture float. Alrighty. I think that's that'll deteriorate, so it should be at 100 by default. There we go. I believe that's everything the biome needs on its own. I do believe all the habitat stuff is hidden. But anyways, not important. Okay, so we have the habitat conditions. Where's the other one? Don't know where it is, though. No clue where it is. Okay, anyways, so we have that now. Substrate type, substrate moisture, and substrate condition. Now, does it need anything else? I guess it doesn't need anything else. Hashies. This should be. They're the same? That's not good. That's gonna need a little bit of work. This is like, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, there's definitely, it's just raw, okay. Stickiness. Okay, so I have a name, it has a speed, it has an appetite. It's dehydration rate. Tidiness. Interesting that. What was I planning for that? Okay, sociability, stickiness. There's also preferences. Food, drink, toy, color, game, hide. Substrate. Ah, that's better. Okay, float. Maximum humidity. Okay. Minimum airflow. Minimum temperature. Maximum temperature. Alrighty. And this is sort of messed up. Just thought of this. Okay. See, I want people sort of having a little mini game of finding the right habitat for their hashies. So I'm thinking all this stuff can really help with that. Okay. I think name. You weren't allowed to name a hashie the same thing again, so that's fine. Which means we can make that an array. Let's make that a visible array. This too. Alrighty then. Now... Gonna need that. Not sure if that's gonna be necessary in here or not. It is necessary. Okay. That needs to be visible. This needs to be decor stats. Because the way I'm going about... Yeah, it is on. Good. The way I'm going about the decor is I've scoped down significantly. The original plan was to do this full on, let the player place the decor wherever they want. Man, I just don't have the current skills for that. So for now, I'm just gonna put set decor. So, okay, what do we have even? Boom, boom. This is closer to what I want to work with. Okay. Gone for now. Gone for now. What are you? You're fine. Gone for now. Gone for now. Where's this other sphere? Where are you, other sphere? Gone for now. So let's say we have this habitat, and ooh, this isn't how I want to do this, but just to give a visual example, this is just a preview to show what I'm trying to do after all. Okay. Oops. Oops. There it is. Okay, so let's do make it a little bigger. This is a log that we're placing, like cholla wood. Give me a second. Gesundheit. Okay, so we have a cholla log, and we have... Oh, this is horrible. We have stone, another stone, another stone. Got them like in a pile there. Okay. And just a couple more stones. There we have it. We have stones and a log. Right. So ideally these will be actors. Which I will make the actors for in here. See, we have these basically. What have I got done in these? Nothing whatsoever. I see. Okay. Brilliant. This is supposed to be like a carpet you can put down, actually. So it doesn't need much. But anyways... So we'll have all these decor things, and they'll each have, like, cleanliness and temperature, so that Hashies can bask in basking spots like a lizard. And, of course, the player will need to pay to add the rocks in. So they'll get, like, a rock staircase that they can pay for, and they'll get a log that they can pay for. Not like real money, probably. I don't like microtransactions and stuff. But, so you'll be able to pay 30 Hashie keeper points. By the way, if you have Hashie, you're already getting keeper points. Anyways, get 30 Hashie points, and you can say, put the rock down. And then the rock will be there. Not a lot of customization, but that's the gist of what I'm going for here. This is running longer than a preview video normally does, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop this here, and look forward to some upgrades, folks. Catch you later.